Hello, welcome to the next installment of this series about the Ray Tracer Challenge by James Buck, which I'm going to implement and follow from this book, the Ray Tracer Challenge, which is essentially the implementation of a ray tracer in a test-driven, test-first way. And I'm using this on one hand to implement a ray tracer, which is fun always. And on the second hand, I'm using this to start and getting to know Rust and learn Rust a little bit.
Hello, just a short intermission from a little bit wiser and older Jacob, which by now has done some of those recording sessions and some more streams, and has realized he forgot to tell you that there are information in the description below regarding the GitHub repository where you can get all the code we are writing here to follow essentially along. Furthermore, please bear with me while I'm still learning on how to present all the different things I'm doing currently during the recordings. I get better from recording to recording, from session to session, so please be a little bit patient. And now, back to the program. Have fun.
So in the last section, we finished chapter 1 of this book, which is essentially implementing a vector and point structure, which allows a tuple structure, to be precise, which allows us to handle and process mathematical stuff regarding vectors and points and movement and stuff like that. We then implemented a really small algorithm which simply kind of fires a bullet into a direction which is then influenced by wind and gravity, and then it may actually fall to the ground at some point due to gravity pulling it down, and when it touches down on the ground, the system will stop it. So, as you can see here, we have everything in one file until now, and that is actually something I want to change. I've no real idea yet on how this might be working out, because I've no idea on how Rust works with those kinds of stuff. And how this crates kind of work, but I'm going to try it out now and try and get to know these things. I've seen in some other Rust project a concept which was kind of interesting, which was introducing a bin folder for multiple binaries. Maybe I can do this as well, but we will see. For now, I want to extract all of this tuple stuff into its own module, I guess. So let's do this first. So let's do a new file and call it tuple.rs. As I said, I'm not 100% clear on how this is going to work out yet. So I want mostly to transfer out all this tuple stuff here. So let me quickly select all this and then cut it out there, and for now just paste it there. So now it's in its own file. I'm not 100% sure how this is going to work now and how we are going to import it here now, but yeah, cannot add tuple, implementation might be missing and stuff like that because it doesn't know a tuple, which is kind of interesting. Furthermore, we need this import now here. So yeah, we cannot, no function or associated item named vector found for struct tuple in the current scope function or associated. The question now is, I guess, if I understand this correctly, I should be able to do this now. If I do tuple, something like this, it doesn't work. Okay. I understood it like it should work. So maybe we are going to take a look and ask friend Google. Structure Rust projects into files. Structure example. Starting point. So yeah, hello world, main rs, a module, okay. Okay, let's do this step by step. First, I guess, what I want to do here is now I want to put this stuff. Yeah, I guess I now want to do it like I want to now mod tuple here and then use tuple like this. Node 1, unused imports. Yeah, but why? Because shouldn't this be now... Cannot find tuple in this scope. Not found in this scope. Wait a second. Didn't I copy this? Oh. I didn't move the tuple struct there. That's actually why this is working. And this one isn't looking for... Ah, I see. Okay, for now this seems to work. So let's try and create... cargo run. And let's see if it can be compiled. It can't be. Of course it can't be. Would have been too easy. So what is it complaining about? Not found in this scope. I see. Not found in the scope. Didn't I move this one there? I did not. So... Yeah, but essentially this wouldn't be part of tuple. This would be part of something else. So let's create something like utils, I guess, and move this one there. So now this one would need to have something like mod util, I guess, forward declaration and source tuple. Okay, so what is if I make a use util here? Unresolved import util, no external create util. Yeah. But how can those things... Maybe in a way I've done here with this mod test stuff. I've imported everything from the... Can I do something like super util? The mod, is this going to work? Actually? No, it's not. Okay, I have no idea how this is going to work. Unresolved import, super util, could not find util in the create root. Wait a second, do I need to have something like this now here? Do I have like mod util here? And now this is going to work? I see. That's kind of strange. Associated functions never used. I'm quite sure I'm using is vector. I'm definitely using... Okay. It now doesn't see the tests anymore, I guess. So let's first try to compile it. Okay, it now compiles, but it tells me that all those things are not used anymore. So if I'm doing test, it executes the tests. So as it is executing the tests, how can it say that the function is point is never used? Kind of strange. It seems to work for now with this. I mean, we are not using those functions in here, so maybe these warnings are okay, but it's not right. It is used. It is used in the tests. So yeah. Let's now put this at the bottom because I like it better if the main function can be found at the bottom. I don't really know why, but I like it better. So okay, this would be the first kind of refactoring we are doing. Add source main, git add source not as, sorry, source tuple, git add source util, git ci -m, split it up current implementation into different files. So we have done this. So the next thing would be, we have extracted this module now, and now a module in another file. Yeah, we have done this. And oh, we are not, has this to do create? If we are referencing it this way, does it change anything? Maybe it is, wait a second, is this maybe, does this maybe work? I see. So create is the root. It seems to be. So it's still complaining, but maybe it has to do with this. Wait a second. If we are using, no, we want to use simply super there because we want to use this. Is this still running and compiling and stuff? Seems to me it's still 6 warnings. Those are the unused warnings. Okay, I guess then this is actually working there. So now we are doing this library thingy here with yeah, extern crate. This is something. This is actually interesting. So what we are doing now is we are, I guess we are kind of creating a new file called librs here, and we are moving just those declarations into the librs, I guess. And now we are using this main thingy here, and we are creating a new folder called bin, and we are moving this here. And then I would love to call this chapter 01.rs. And then we need to extern create. And now we have a problem because I have no idea how this is called. The Ray Tracer challenge. I've called it simply the Ray Tracer challenge. That's kind of a mouthful, but okay. So yeah. The Ray Tracer challenge. And then do I have to use all this stuff? Oh no, then I can simply do the same. Ah, I see. Okay, and then I can. So I don't need this actually. I can move this over here. So the name isn't really essential at all. So what is now if I do cargo run? It cannot find some stuff. Cannot find in this scope. So maybe I guess we would have needed to have this public then, most likely. But let's see, is this util really needed public? Because we are not actually using it within this file. So 13 errors. Okay, this doesn't look good at all. Let's make it a little bit bigger. Where's the problem now? So unresolved import, create tuple in just there. So a similar path exists, the ray tracer challenge tuple. So I could have actually imported it with the full name, but not with the. But isn't this thing there the reason we? Isn't this the reason we are doing it there? So extern create. Did I not type this out? Extern create the ray tracer challenge, and that's how it's called here, the ray tracer challenge. So use create tuple, and it tells me cannot find type tuple in this scope. Okay, and then it kind of, yeah, it's the problem that it can't import this. The question is, if I call this the no, I don't want to spawn a thread or something like that. The ray tracer, if I do it like this, would it compile? Let's just check. Okay, this would compile. So, but I'm telling it that I thought that this here would set this to an extern create thingy. It's just like they're doing it here. So I guess, but I don't really like this. I could maybe as, can I do as create? What's happening if I do this? Is this compiling? Of course not. Of course it is not compiling, but what's the error message? Ah, and found keyword. Yeah, nice. Okay. What is, I call it ray tracer. Simple. Then I should be able to do ray tracer tuple. Is this working then? Okay, that's working. If I do now test, does it execute the tests? Now it runs unit tests. Yeah, I guess. And doc tests. Strange. Maybe because I have now a library, but it's at least calling executing the unit tests. And is it still nagging me about those usages? No, it doesn't seem to anymore. That's interesting. Maybe it was an artifact from... No, it couldn't have been an artifact. Interesting, at least, I guess. So I'm now using this here, and this one is simply publishing those two modules. Yeah, I guess. So I can have this within the library, but not outside. This would be nice, actually. Yeah, it kind of seems to work out, I guess. But if I had another, let's now see, if I have another chapter here, let's, for example, chapter XX. So what's now if I do a cargo run? Ah, I see. Nice. Can I do now chapter XX? No. Ah, I use the bin. Bin chapter XX. Nice. Create chapter XX should have a snake case name. So it's calling this thing actually direct. I see. Yeah, but this is quite nice, I guess. Move to trash. Don't need it anymore. I like this. Cargo test. Yeah, that's okay. Cargo run. Yeah, I like it. Cargo, what is it? Build. What's actually, can I do some not gelp help? can I do some more optimized builds of this? Job slip. Release. Let's do a release build. Okay, nice. And now I should have some, I have some target here, I have release here, and I should actually have chapter 01 here, and it executes? Yeah, it executes. Okay. So, cargo run. So yeah, this is actually working. I like it. I like the way I've split this up. So git st, let me get add source tuple, git add source bin, git add source lib, git rm source main, git st, git ci minus m would be prepared for multiple executables. And let's push this. So yeah, I guess we've restructured this nicely so that we can get going with the next chapter soon after. I guess we have now a nice structure to do this. Nice and clean. We can implement multiple binaries for each chapter. We can implement our data types here in different modules now, in different files, and yeah, I'm liking it. I'm not 100% sure I like this rigorous structure yet, where the files have to be and how we have to declare them. But yeah, it's okay to me. Maybe we can somehow have multiple files defining the same module. I have no idea, because I would rather have something like ray tracer data types or base types or something like that, where I then have tuples and some sort of color values and stuff like that. I don't want to scatter this in different namespaces or modules all called like tuple and color, and then we have in the color module we have just the color struct or stuff like that. I don't really like that. Most likely there is a way to do it in another way, or it is common in Rust to then just have all this stuff in one file. Maybe it is like that. I don't know. We will see. First of all, thanks for joining me again for this little cleanup. And yeah, I will see you in the next episode, where I then tackle on chapter 2 of this book. Goodbye.